What is going on, you rebel spies? I am Chris, and today on Nostalgia Dig, we're gonna be kind of doing an unboxing, except I already unboxed it. I wasn't even planning on doing a video on these, but there's a little bit of a funny story. This is just gonna be a shorter one, but I figured it was worth talking about because I kind of lost my mind. I think in a previous video, I've talked about how I, at one point, really got into collecting Star Wars Power of the Force figures. And if you don't know what that is, they look like this. There's a ton of them. Pretty much every character that you can think of from the movies, every different, outfit that each character wore has its own figure. This is Luke with his little Skyhopper model. I haven't bought any of these in a long time because it's kind of a rabbit hole. Like, if you don't just buy the ones you want, you can get sucked into buying way too many. And I did at one point, a long time ago, when they were new, and they were much cheaper when they were new. I was recently digging around on eBay a little bit, and I came across an auction, and it was 6 figures. One of them that I just showed you, that Luke. 3 of them were from the Power of the Force, that series. And the other 3 were from Power of the Jedi, which was a slightly newer series. Same style, same figure style, same box style, but newer, like after I had stopped collecting, and I don't have any of them until now. And they had one character in there that I don't have a figure of in any form, and I just needed it. I'll get to that. Cliffhanger. We'll get to that at the end of who this one character is that I just absolutely needed to have a figure of, and that I bought a lot of 6 just to really get that one. So I showed you Luke. I actually already have this one. 3 of these I actually already have. I'm probably going to resell them. The next one is Greedo. They come with these little Comtech chips, and you had to buy a reader separately. You put the chip on the reader, and it says phrases, and some of them talk to each other even. Characters that have dialogue with each other in the movies. Greedo interacts with Han Solo, I believe. Yeah, that makes sense. And Han Solo, which I believe is the one that reacts with the Greedo. I don't have the reader, and I've never had one, so I've never used that function. I've honestly never taken them out of the boxes. I'm not really a stickler about keeping everything I own in boxes, but I kept all these in boxes for some reason. I just liked the uniformity of them in boxes. I don't know. That was just my choice, and I went with it. So there's Han Solo. Those are the 3 that I already owned. The 3 Power of the Jedi figures that I didn't already own were this Tusken Raider with his desert sniper rifle. Very cool. And you can see, just to compare the Power of the Force with the Power of the Jedi, they're very similar. Slightly different box art. Like, these come with little books. Yeah, 8 info-packed pages inside, so it's a little book about the character instead of a Comtech chip. Tusken Raider. We have Chewbacca, the Dejarik champion, which is like the hologram chess that they played. And he said something like, "Let the Wookiee win. Wookiees don't like to lose," and he tears people's arms off if he, loses or whatever. It alluded to that fact. He puts his hands behind his head. I always love that scene. And they have the figure. He can sit in the chair here, and they have him with that pose in the table. I love it. This was a huge determining factor of bidding on this auction, but not the main factor. The main factor is the final figure, which I'm going to reveal to you now. The one character that made me lose my mind bid way too much on this, because I was at the end in a little bit of a bidding war with like 2 other people, and I kind of blacked out. Just bid a number that was way too high for Jack Porkins. I don't have a Porkins. I don't know if they made one for Power of the Force, but they made one for Power of the Jedi. And now I own a Porkins figure. He's just an X-Wing pilot. Less than, I don't know, 10 seconds of screen time in the entire trilogy, maybe, if I had to guess. I'm not going to say the exact number I paid for this lot. It's not ridiculous. It's not like, oh, I paid $1,000 for it or something. You know, it was, probably honestly not that bad for 6 figures. And especially because I went on looking, it's like, well, I don't need all 6 of them. I just want the Porkins. So I just looked up Porkins, and they were going for like $23 for just this one with bids on it. So it wasn't just someone asking a ridiculous price. It was like people want it and were willing to pay $23, $25 for just this figure. So, I went for it, and I won the auction. Now I have my Porkins figure. I'm not exactly proud of it, but I am happy with the result. I've got the Chewbacca that I wanted, the Porkins I wanted, and a really cool Tusken Raider. And then 3 other ones that I already own that I can just maybe resell and make a little bit of the money back. So, got my Porkins. And that's it for this video. I just wanted to do a short one to tell you what happened there and to show off my amazing Porkins figure. So, if you're enjoying the videos, I encourage you to subscribe. I hope that you all have a wonderful day. I'll see you on the next dig. Bye.